Hello and welcome, each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, coach therapist from DCTcentre, and joining me is Christine Chembers, intuitive angel tarot card reader, shop owner, and much, much more. Hello, Christine.
Hello, are you okay? How are you?
I'm fine, brilliant, so we ready to go.
Yes, I've got
Before
my
we
tarot cards with me and I'm ready to go for any questions.
Brilliant. Before we start, I just want to remind our viewers that we both are taking in private clients. So Christine will remind everybody again what she does, and her contact details will be below the video. And I'm taking in private clients for coaching and therapy and using EFT, Reiki, access bars, hypnotherapy, and psychotherapy in my work. So if you are down and stressed, please contact us. Both of our contact details will be below video and we will both try to help you. Okay, Christine, maybe
Brilliant.
we can.
Yes. As I was here last week on the show, but this week, once again, I'm here to do readings for live questions. But I am a spiritual life coach. I'm also a psychic medium, and I do crystal healing and a hot rock therapy, or will be doing this later on in the year. I am based in a beautiful little town called Belper in Derbyshire, and have just started using a shop down at a beautiful building called the 1924 building. So if anybody is local, then please feel free to come down and see me. I'm always available to do readings face to face in the shop, but equally I can do them online. Normally around £20 for a reading, but today obviously we'll be asking for donations, purely because for both of us it's so energy draining to do this sort of work. I mean, today already I've done 4 readings for clients, and it does take a lot out of you. So we're not going to ask for set prices, but at the same time we are going to ask for donations to be sent over to the PayPal account that showed it on the screen, or will be on the screen. Because at the
It's
end of the day,
on
we've got
screen
a family and
already.
we've got bills to pay. So yeah.
Yeah, we really we doing lots. I find for me doing my shows to bring humanity these shows and to help them, it's actually full-time job now. I'm
Yeah.
on God's payroll, so I want to keep doing. I love what I'm doing, but it is not even 8 hours. I'm doing about 10, 12 hours per day. I'm doing work with creating shows, to connecting with people, replying to people. So
Yeah.
it's lots of work going in, lots of energy and live show. I know Christine connecting with her guides and higher self, and I connecting as well. It's this energy flowing around anyway. We using lots our energy to it. So
Yeah.
please support us if you
Yeah.
can.
Yes.
Okay, we can start with first question. First
Okay.
question is from Layla. I so much want to pronounce Laila because in my country it's beautiful name Laila
Yes.
and it's written the same, but I know it's in English, so it's Layla. I have always watched skies and stars. Will I do something other than old job in psych ward for 38 years now?
Okay, so Layla, hello and welcome. I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what comes through for you. So basically, this is around your career and whether it will be connected to the line of work that you're interested in. So can we have this question answered, please, for Layla? Oh, there we go. So what have we got for you? I think you're feeling very overwhelmed at the moment, Layla. There's a lot of things happening in your life right now. Um, but it's a good busy. I don't feel like it's a negative busy at all. This card particularly is asking you to show a little bit more gratification in your everyday life. Not saying that you're not right now, but I feel that a lot more positivity needs to be around you. I do feel like you're not very happy in your job at the moment, and they are greater rewards coming your way. I mean, the card that's just come out is the spiritual teacher, which shows to me that you're very spiritual and that you need to go down that path. So yes, and it's very important to say, not just to you, Layla, but to everybody collectively, that the reason why we're doing this and why it's so important right now is that we are all waking up as human beings. And I said this last week, but we all have the gift. We all have spiritual gifts. And it's time for us all to rise up. If you feel that you have the gift, that you are starting to go on your spiritual journey, go on it, because the time is now for us all to come collectively together and to shine our light. So to anybody that says, should I be going down a spiritual path? Yes. I mean, this obviously, Layla, is personal to you, and I'll carry on taking cards, but collectively we should all be living our lives for the purpose of shining our light. But yes, so the last card that came out was the spiritual teacher. So yes, you are a teacher, you are a leader, and it actually says shine your light as an example for others to follow. So I do feel the answer to your question is yes. I'm just going to draw another card because I think it's only fair that you all have at least 3 cards each. This is the 9 of emotions, and it reads very perfectly. This is a magical time in your life when wishes are granted and dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times are your just rewards for being a loving and wonderful person. And your angels are asking you to enjoy your life and have more fun. So yes, go out there, do what your heart wants you to do, and have fun whilst you're working. If there's anything else that you would like to ask or you'd like to dive deeper into this, then by all means, please feel free to contact me and we can do a bit more of an in-depth reading. Thank you, Layla.
Yeah, and everybody, you can contact Christine personally and get private readings from Christine. So not only on a show. Next one is another question from Layla. In Norway, there were so many strange things in getting the new international airport built in late 80s. It was like they were hell-bent on putting it where it is today. It was the worst place, much fog and bad infrastructure. From official version of events, the man in charge of shriveling these things and protests against the placement committed suicide after flying in Copenhagen, Denmark. Question: was this airport built there by dark forces because of some tunnels being there and they need access to them?
Yes, I'm definitely feeling that. I don't need to ask my cards that at all. There's a lot of infrastructure that has been built all around the world that is to hide tunnels under the ground, to do all the things that I'm sure we're all aware of. I'll just get clarification by asking the cards. Can we have some clarification on this question, please, and see what comes out? Let's see, bear with me. Yes, the cards haven't really said anything, but again, the cards can't really answer this question. But I feel my gut, my soul is telling me that yes, most definitely, this is a place that is very dark and it has a lot of negative energy around it. All I can say really is to ask everybody to light candles, especially this weekend. In England, especially, it's May Day on Monday. And this is another event that they have created to keep us busy so they can do their, satanic rituals, if you like. So light your candles for the children, because there's going to be a lot passing over this weekend. So, you know, light your candles to make it easier for them to see where they're going, really. But the answer, yes, to your question.
And I again have my shivers. Christine doesn't know this yet, but every time when I having shivers, that means answer is completely on point.
Yeah.
And really light candles for those children, because it is on point.
Yeah.
We join at the moment by Terry. Terry, please ask your questions. We are waiting for live questions, so please put your question in comments. Next question is: was the man who protested against placement killed by dark forces? As agenda was, he actually committed suicide. Official agenda was.
Okay, who is it? Sorry.
We're still talking about this airport.
Right.
We're still
Okay.
talking about airport. And by official version of events, the man in charge of shriveling these things and protesting against placement of this airport committed suicide. And question is, was the man protested against the placement killed by dark forces?
Yes. And so many others have died as well at the hands of what I can only call them as evil entities. But yes, it will come out in the press that certain people have committed suicide, or they've died from cancer, or they've died from an ongoing illness. But in actual fact, anybody that's been fighting against them, that have been protesting, unfortunately, they get to them and they don't want them to be telling the truth. So unfortunately, yes, I do feel in this situation that, you know, he was taken away from the situation because of the light that he was shining on the situation.
And please, those who are watching us, please starting to come up with your questions. Next question is from Inetta. Will I be able to overcome my long-term mental health issue in the next 12 months?
Okay, and what's her name again? Sorry?
Inetta.
Annetta.
Ineta.
Hi, Annetta. Let's see what the cards say. I'm sorry that you're experiencing this in the first place. Mental health is a very serious matter, and it's not a nice thing to experience. So please know that my love is with you. But let's see what the cards say. Okay. This card is seen clearly, and it's asking you to start seeing the situation that you're in from a different perspective. You have the gift to see past the current situation, and it's all about mindset. It's all about shifting your mind from the way that you're thinking now into a positive mindset. And I know that's easier said than done, but you have the gift to be able to put yourself into a different or see things from a different perspective, and this is what the cards are asking you to do. Oh gosh, sorry, one's gone on the floor, bear with me.
And everybody, please start to come up with questions. We are here to answer your live questions.
The next card that came out for you, my love, is the messenger of action, which is telling me that something exciting is actually going to be happening in your life. Something to do with your career, I feel. You've got a big eagerness to learn, and you need to follow that. You have obviously interests like we all do. And again, we're being called to action. We're being called to step into our power. So I do feel, yes, that you will. But I'm asking you, please, to look into things that you're interested in, learn them, read books, even go on a course about it. And I do feel that from this, you will find a new career path in it. I'm feeling like you're a healer. Please confirm that. I feel like that you work with your hands and can benefit from. Oh, here we go. There's another one. Let me see what this says. Yeah, the next card is asking you to make a plan. So you would benefit from learning, but what I advise you to do is to sit down and even buy a really nice, beautiful diary, a new one that you really connect with, and a really nice, beautiful pen, whether it be a fountain pen or something really, again, that you connect with, and start planning in a positive light, things that you can see your life becoming over the next 12 months. Again, you can always talk to me whenever you like about this, but call yourself to action. Try and change your mindset by making this list, and go to it maybe once a week. Take something from it and try and apply that to your life. But yes, I do see that things are going to be a lot better for you if you start trying to change that mindset, my love.
Okay, next question is from Kate. Do we have to buy silver and gold now to be able to survive and succeed in future with all changes that is coming? That actually question for everyone. Do we need to buy silver and gold now to be able to survive and succeed in the future with all changes that is coming?
I do feel that, and I've felt this for a long time actually, that the banks are going to fall. I do feel that cash isn't going to be irrelevant, and it's part of their plan actually. We know that they're trying to make us go cashless, and once they do make us go cashless, then they've got more control over us. The New World Order and all that sort of thing. Whether gold and silver is the next currency, I would like to think that it is. But I think what's more important at the moment, let me just see if I can get some clarification. Can you give me some clarification on this, please? Again, if there's any questions as I'm shuffling, if there's any questions that you feel are a little bit more too in depth for a quick reading now, then please feel free to contact me, and we can have a really good chat and get to the bottom of any issues that you feel that you might have. And it's very much about guidance more than anything else, but feel free to do that. Yeah, definitely. The first card that's come out is the Five of Thoughts, and the first sentence of the phrase on it is the path you were on seems like the right one. So that would just give me clarification from the first sentence that gold and silver is what we should be investing in. I think something that's more important, though, not more important, probably just as equal as important, is that there is going to be shortages of food. I feel that greatly over the coming months. So please stock up on things that aren't perishable, rice, pasta, that sort of thing, canned food. I mean, I know that we can survive from living it from our back garden and growing vegetables and things. And I feel very greatly that that's how we're going to go back to. But just stock up on the amenities that you really can't be without, like female things, and toilet roll and that sort of thing, because shortages are coming. I mean, the shelves are already starting to look bare in supermarkets anyway, but this will be a gradual incline to the point where they will announce that there are shortages everywhere, and they'll be able to implement other things then. The next card that came out for this question is choose freedom. Sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You should free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless and positivity you might act upon. So again, it's about, yes, we are all I wouldn't say worried, we're all concerned at the moment. There's so many things that are happening in the world that are directly linked to the cabal and, you know, and their new world order and what they're trying to implement. But at the same time, it's really important for us to stay positive, because again, that's shining light on the negativity which they're creating. So if we're continuously worrying about what's going to happen and should I do this and should I do that, then we're just feeding them. We're feeding them the fear that they want from us. So yes, it's important to ask these questions, but not to dwell on them and not to worry about them. Make sure you've got extra food in the house. Make sure you've got some, even cash in the house. Make sure you've got some cash in the house. And if gold and silver is something that you feel personally that you want to go out and buy, then by all means go and do it. But not to concentrate on it, and to remember that whatever you put out in the universe, you're going to put back into your life and to everybody around you. So positive thoughts always. Positive thoughts make positive things happen. Thank you for that question.
Next one question, please. We have one person who is watching us. Please put your question forward. We're waiting for questions now.
Yeah, please do. If there's anything that's bothering you or anything in your life that you are questioning right now, please tell us your question and we can give you the answer and some guidance for that, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we are here for you. We are here to answer your questions. So next question is from Olga. What cards can say what my future looks like for the year ahead?
Hi, Olga. Thank you for your question. Give me some time just to shuffle the cards for you.
While Christine is shuffling cards, I want to remind everybody we have next show next Saturday on the 7th of May at 10 o'clock in the morning. So not Friday night anymore, but Saturday 10 o'clock in the morning. So we will be waiting for you to come and with your questions ready.
Okay, so I've got 3 cards in front of me. The first card that came out was the 4 of Action. I feel like you've been working really hard recently on something, and it's leading to a sense of safety and contentment, and financial security, which is something again you've been working really hard on. You are very creative, and there's a lot of abundance coming your way. You're actually being called to action as well. And it's almost like you're ready to accomplish great things, and come into the fullness of who you are. I'm not quite sure what it is that you've been working on, but congratulations. It seems like you've hit the point where you've accomplished what it is that you wanted to achieve. That's the second card, which is creativity and abundance. I feel like there's something to celebrate as well, whether it's going to be a baby that's coming along. Yeah, becoming a parent is definitely something that I feel. So if that's something that you've been planning, then look out for possibly a pregnancy, or even somebody else that will announce that.
Interesting enough, next question from Olga is, will I be able to have more children?
Oh, bless you. I can definitely see that on the cards for you, my love. I don't necessarily feel that's going to happen in the next 12 months, possibly next year, 2023. But yes, definitely there's another baby on the way. And your last card is the 8 of Emotions. You, I feel, have again, it's this spiritual awakening that people are going through, but recently you felt like you need to be doing something that you're not quite sure what it is. It's almost like you've got a blockage, and it's almost like you've got a deep longing for something. And this is your calling to start your spiritual journey. We all are right now. All of the planets are lined up perfectly. There's lots of conjunctions happening with all the planets and all the star signs. And it's really important that if you have this longing, to really look into spiritual awakening and see what it is that your purpose in life is. Let me just see what else this card says. Just bear with me 1 second. Yeah, I mean, it says in your heart, you know that there's more out there. waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or start investing in some important changes in your life. But you've got to do what's right for you. Your gut instinct will be telling you what to do. Your guides and your angels are always working around you to lead you into the right decisions in life. They can't step in and actually make us do them, because as humans we were given free will, but they will guide us along the way. So please listen to your gut instinct. And again, writing, journaling, I'll say it to everybody, but it's really important to sit down with your thoughts, to meditate, go into a state where your logical brain is switched off, and write down what it is that your guides and angels are telling you, because this is your guide. You know, it's in the word. Your guides will guide you. So it's really important that you listen to your intuition. Thank you for your question there, my love.
Next one question is from Sarmite. Is there any changes in my life in next 12 months?
Any changes in your life? And what's her name again?
Sarmite.
Okay, so hello there, my love. Let's see what the cards say for you. Excuse me. Is there any changes going to be happening? Well, the first card we've got two cards here that came out together. So we've got the Three of Emotions. Wonderful news is on its way. There's going to be an announcement coming up for you, whether it's an engagement, a pregnancy, a birth, or maybe even a graduation, somebody finishing university. But there's definitely a celebration is coming up. There might have already been announced, but definitely something great is going to be happening for you. So yes, whether that's a change for you or somebody around you, but it's definitely a change there. I also feel like your life is going to start moving really fast. I feel like you've been held, or feel like you're a bit stagnant at the moment, like you've been being held back. But you're going to find over the next couple of months that something is going to need your attention, and you're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into it. It might be that it's this thing that, you know, the wedding, or the fact that you're arranging some sort of event. But this is going to bring around some massive changes for you, and something that you're going to have to concentrate on. Yeah, it's just going to be very fast paced for you. Let me just see if there's another card that will come out. Can we have some clarification on this, please? There we are. Well, this one is telling me that you're working too hard. So whatever it is that is coming up, the work-life balance and the home balance seems to have needs a little bit of attention. Yeah, I mean, the card says the angels are asking you to find a healthy balance between your career and your personal life. So that's something to think about over the coming coming months. But yeah, let us know what this thing is that is about to manifest. It'll be lovely to get some validation and to hear that things that have been said actually come to pass. Thank you.
Yeah, that would be interesting. We have one person who is watching us at this point. Please come up with questions. We are looking for your questions because we're here to answer live questions in first place. Next question is from Rita. Next question from Rita. What cards want to tell me about my private life? How all will play out for me for the next 12 months? What's the advice from Divine?
Okay, let's see. Gosh, they're being very sporadic today. Let's see if we can shuffle them up a little bit more here.
And while Christine is shuffling cards, I want to remind everybody, please, our next show will be next Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning. We're going back to make shows on Saturday, 10 o'clock in the morning. And now we have 3 people in our watching us live, please, guys, start coming up with your
Hi,
questions.
everybody.
We are looking for live questions, so please start coming up with questions.
Okay, so actually 5 cards came out here. I normally do a minimum of 3 when it's these fast round questions, but these have all come out for you in one go. So, but the first card.
Don't worry, Christine, don't worry, sorry. Don't worry, we have plenty of time, so no questions coming at the moment. We're waiting for live questions, so take your time answering question for
Okay,
her.
and can I just say before I go on, please don't be shy. This is what we're here for. This is what my job is to help guide as many people as I can. So please, if it's even if it's a silly question, just come forward and give it to us, and we can see what we can do for you. But for the last,
There is no silly questions in first place,
yes, no,
because
exactly, no, there isn't.
every question what you asking us is some sort of something what's bothering you.
Yeah,
So if it's bothering you, it's important for you. So it's not silly that you ask questions which is important to you. Yeah. So
yes, I
please
agree.
come up with any questions.
Okay, so going back to the last question that was asked, I'm feeling like you need to allow love to grow. It's almost like I feel like you're needing to open your heart to something. Um, Let me just go on to the next one. Uh, you- it's almost like you're waiting for this emotional fulfillment experience, and you've been waiting for quite a long time for it. I feel like you're a single person, and that you've been waiting a long time to find love. But it's almost like you're stopping it from happening yourself, if that makes sense. I feel like you need to open up a little bit more. It's almost like you're holding yourself back from allowing that to happen anyway, even though you really want it to happen. So I think a lot of it is self-love as well. Um, you know, try to love yourself more, and once that happens, you will find that naturally a partner will come or gravitate towards you. So yeah, try and open yourself up a little bit with love. And then the next card is the 4 of actions. You've been working really hard, and you are financially secure. I'm feeling that. Um, but it's time for you to take a break. I feel like, and again, maybe it's going back to the first card again, because you've been working so hard, you're forgetting to look after yourself. I feel like you look after a lot of people around you, and forget that without um, without looking after yourself, you're not going to be able to look after anybody else either, and you're definitely not going to be attracting that love. So take a break, go on holiday, get in nature, take your shoes off and ground yourself. Um, uh, yes, and I'm actually feeling, well, I don't know whether you've actually done it, but I feel like you've already booked a holiday or you've just booked some time off, which is absolutely brilliant. Um, the third card is the Guardian of Thought. I feel like you're a leader in the job that you do. And I feel as if whether you do it already or you will be doing it in the future, but you'll be on stage. I don't necessarily mean in the entertainment business or anything, but as a spokesperson or as somebody for other people to look up to. Um, and your angels want you to know that they are with you and they will help you with the words when this opportunity comes up. You might know what I'm talking about. You might think, what's she on about? It's on stage, but I do feel like that's going to come to pass. It's in a professional position, and it's something to do with positivity. So I don't know. It's almost like a motivation speech that you'll be doing. But so yeah, again, give us validation for this. Come back one Saturday morning when we're on, and let us know if this comes to pass. They're also wanting you to be open to success, and also to be a little bit of to be appreciative of what you've got around you. You have been balancing a lot of your priorities recently, which is going to be leading to this success. It might be what leads you to end up being on the stage. But again, it's a big thing. Remember, what you put out there is what you come back. So in the morning, and it's something I do every morning, I said it last week, but as soon as I get up in the morning and my feet touch the carpet next to my bed, I thank universe, source, God, for allowing me another day. And it's about gratification all the way through the day, looking at your children, and even if they're being a nightmare and they're driving you insane, appreciating the fact that they are there and they're your beautiful children. Going to work, get in your car, appreciating the fact that you're going to work in a car, and just spend a couple of days appreciating everything around you. And you'll find that this will open up lots of different opportunities in your life. And obviously it will bring around positivity. But your last card is the 10 of action. Gosh, everyone's working too hard. It's the working too hard again card. But again, the whole reading is telling me that you've been working really hard anyway, but it's leading to this success. But again, remember that you're important and it's time to take a break. So yes, you've done all this fantastic work, and you're going to be feeling very grateful over the coming days. But remember to take a break, have the weekend off. I don't know if you're in England, but we've got bank holiday on Monday. Go to the pub, have a pint, or just remember to enjoy yourself. Thank you.
We have 2 people at the moment watching. Please come up with your questions. We are waiting for live questions. On previous show, we had all questions like in last 5 minutes, and we have to go over time because you started to ask questions in the last minutes of the show. So please come up with your questions. There is no silly questions. We are here to answer your questions. So
okay, I can feel that there's a gentleman in the group that's watching. Is that right?
There was. I don't know why this gentleman is still watching or not, but I block him because he is gentleman who is looking for another gentleman.
Right, I see. Okay. So if you can give me the names of the people that are in the group that are watching,
I can't. There was only one person who, Terry, who actually tell that he is looking for another man. So
right, I see. So have we got any viewers at all at the moment?
We have 2 viewers at the moment.
2 viewers. Okay, what I'm going to do, I did feel like there was a gentleman watching, and if there is a gentleman here, then please know that this next reading that I'm going to do, I feel drawn to you. But even if it doesn't, even if you're not a gentleman and you're a female, please take what resonates. I mean, readings. Oh gosh, what's that's come up on my screen? But so yeah, so no. I'm going to. Are you all right?
I'm all right. I pressed wrong button. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a reading and take what resonates with you. And if it does, please make a comment if you feel that this reading is for you. All right. So we'll see what comes out. Let's see. Guides, if you can please be drawn to one of the members that are actually in the chat, and give them some clarification or guidance into some things that they feel that they need guidance with. Obviously, I'm not going to know this person, but if even the person's guide can come over to my guides and help us out by giving you the reading that you want. We've got 7 of thought. You've been confused about a situation one of you have in your life. and it's almost like you have been confused over the past couple of months, but all of a sudden things are starting to become clear to you. It's almost like you're having an eureka moment, and things are all starting to come to pass, and things are starting to make sense for you. Yeah, I feel like you're on a spiritual awakening. I feel like you're starting to wake up. Can we have some clarification on this, please? Oh, yeah, a new topic or a project has started, and you're really excited about it. I feel like you've got a lot to learn over the coming months around this particular project that's come into your life. And your plans they're on track, but I almost feel like they're going to change slightly. Documents are involved, and I'm feeling as if, is one of you going into business or opening a shop or a restaurant or something? If you can clarify that for me, that would be great, because I'm feeling like there's some documents that are going to need to be signed. Excuse me. And I'm feeling very drawn to say that you need to be careful with this document. Not that it's not there to be signed, of course. You know, if it's something that needs to be signed, then sign it. But I'm feeling like you have to read the small detail very carefully before you sign it, and don't be too eager to sign before you've read the document. I hope this is making some sense to you too, because it's not.
Okay, sorry, this guy came back to me. I apologize to this guy. Ma'am, I was to Terry just now. I was asking question for finding love. I meant to say that I am person who is attracted to the same sex, but I think you misunderstand my statement, ma'am. I am seeking for a love reading, just letting you know my gender, miss. Sorry, I really misunderstood, because I had previously quite few times people starting come up with very silly things, and I didn't want to allow something like that happen again. So sorry about that. I don't have any problems with any genders whatsoever. So yes, can we do um, reading? Love reading for Terry, please.
Yes, and this is the guy that I was drawn to before. I did sense that his name began with T as well. So if you just bear with me,
Yeah.
Terry, I'm just going to finish the reading that I'm doing now, and then we'll come to you, my love. So we were
Yes.
going back sorry.
No, no. Oh, fine. Sorry.
So we're talking about a document that needs to be signed, and being careful about the small print and making sure that you read it properly before you sign. And your third card, and well, gosh, whatever it is that's going to be happening, the cards are asking you to step into your personal power and to feel confident with what you're doing. You've got immense intuition, and you follow your gut very well. So whatever it is that's happening is for the right reasons. But to step into your power and to claim it and to do exactly what it is that you are achieving, and to know that you are a very powerful person, and whatever it is that's, please tell us if you want to come forward and tell us what it is that's happening. But great things are going to be happening for you. But yes, if we can go to Terry. Hi, Terry. I'm sorry for the confusion there. So we're going to be doing
Yeah,
a love.
sorry. I apologize. I really apologize.
Yeah,
I
these
was
things happen.
overreacting.
But yeah, so we're going to be doing a love reading for you now, my love. Let's see what the cards have got to
Uh,
say.
and Terry is saying, I've been single for 10 years, just wanting to know a love reading. Sorry, ma'am.
Ah, bless you. I do feel, without even pulling any cards, that you are a very sincere, loving, kind person. And I feel like you've had a lot, even before the 10 years, and during the 10 years, you've had a lot of people that have drained you of your energy, and have taken advantage of you because of how nice and kind you are. Again, please confirm this for me. And I feel like a lot of people have drained your energy over the years, and this is what's putting you off and making you feel like, possibly there's nobody out there for you. But I assure you that there is. I'm almost feeling an empath energy from you. Whether you know that you're an empath or this is a news to you, please, let us know. You might never have heard the word empath. If that's the case, then please, again, let us know. So the Ace of Abundance card has come out, which indicates to me that. Sorry, I thought somebody was walking into the shop there. Sorry, bear with me. I feel like there's a windfall coming for you. I know this isn't love whatsoever, but it might lead on to that. So we'll carry on with the cards and see what they say. But there's some resources that are going to be coming your way that might involve money or advice, or assistance in getting things done. I almost feel like there's going to be a career change for you, and that you're not happy in the job that you have at the moment, and that you're going to be moving away from that, or you've been thinking about moving away from that. And if that is the case, then please do that. Again, listen to your gut instinct. Our guides are always guiding us, and if you feel that you need to get another job or to leave the one that you're in because you're unhappy, then by all means do it. We only live once, and we're here to enjoy our time. It's not about getting to work 9 till 5 and coming home and watching TV. So do what it is that you feel that you want to do. And then we've got the Ace of Thoughts, which is a gratulations card. Yeah, I feel like you've been thinking about leaving the job that you're in now, but going self-employed for yourself. And this is what they're congratulating you about. Can we please direct this to love? This is a love reading. Anything on love, please? Will he? Oh gosh, did you see that one fly out? Congratulations! This is a wonderful time in your life. Difficulties fall away, and the light is at the end of the tunnel, is a star you can wish upon. The timing is right to make long-term plans for a joyful future. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully. So that would tell me that yes, you are going to meet somebody. Can we get any clarification on if there's anything that needs to be done?
There is comment from Terry. I am doctor working in hospital. Work has been tough, and lots of people really do take a lot of advantage of my sensitivity. I have important boards exam this year, so spending energy on that. Once I pass my exam, I do plan on moving on to another job, but having feelings to want to find love as well.
Yeah. Let's see. So thank you very much for that information, my love. I do feel like you're working too hard. It must be very tiring being a doctor, especially when people are taking so much of your energy. And I want to advise you to learn how to surround yourself with a bubble of protection before you go to work. There's plenty of ways of doing this. You can either imagine yourself walking into a bubble. It's all about visualization. Some people surround themselves with a bright light, ask their guides to come forward and surround them with a light bubble. I know somebody, he's actually a spiritual life coach himself, that advised me on this, but he envisions himself walking, closes his eyes, it's almost like, in meditative state, and imagines himself walking towards a massive big glitter ball. And there's a door at the bottom, and he opens the door, goes into the door, and there's some steps that lead him to the middle of the glitter ball, and he takes his time walking up the stairs and then sits there in the center of the glitter ball, and he imagines himself there when he needs that protection throughout the day. And it's a very good way to protect yourself. So please, if you need any more advice on that, please come to me and ask. But please start protecting yourself, because your energy is important to you. And I'm feeling like you're continuously drained. But the next card that came, sorry.
My little input from me, I telling my clients to imagine themselves under snow globe. Imagine under snow globe where only positive energy can come to you. You can imagine this every time. You don't need be in meditate state, nothing. If even first time you waking up in the morning, just imagine you are in snow globe and only positive energy coming to you, on
Yeah,
all negative energy reflecting back to sender. So you completely protected, and you can repeat this to yourself anytime you want on a day. So that's
yeah,
another
that's
technique
important.
which one can be used.
Thank you, my love. There's two more cards that have come out. Um,
I'm one more. Terry is asking, does imagining a bubble works even for people like us who aren't psychics? Yes, of course. I don't
yeah,
need even Christine. Your imagination is very, very strong. You can protect yourself with imagination. And from
yeah.
imagination, you building and creating everything what you want to create. So yes, it works for everyone.
Okay, so going back to the fourth card, I feel like your angels are asking you to reach out to them for help. Um, I don't feel like you do this enough, whether it be on the love front, whether it be on the career front. But again, our angels can't intervene in our lives unless we ask them for help, because of the free will that we were given as humans. But this card is specifically saying your angels want you to know that you needn't go through your current challenges alone, and accept the help of those around you. So I think because of the type of person you are a healer at the end of the day. I mean, you're a doctor, and you are there for everybody else, but you're forgetting about yourself. You're forgetting that you need help, whether you come to us and have a chat with us about it, or you find somebody around you, that family member or a close friend, that you can ask for help, and just sit down and talk to them about it. Because as much as you are interested in finding love, I think there's a lot more going off in your life than what you have told us. And of course, that's your private business, and that's something that you don't need to tell us at all. But there's a lot happening here. I feel like the energies are quite. I don't want to say negative, but very heavy around you. And I think you're overthinking a lot about things. So it's time to ground yourself and to uh, live consciously. Just live for each moment of the day, rather than being so sporadic and thinking about everything all in one go. Then the next card is creativity and abundance. Again, it's not a relationship card, but I feel like oh, actually, bear with me 1 second. I do feel like there is going to be a love partner coming towards the end of the year. And it's going to be a time of celebration for you. Um, but it's all about your career. It's more about, you're a very ambitious person, very ambitious. And as much as you want that love partner, I feel like you're so driven in your career that that's what it is that you have been concentrating on. And you will continue concentrating on. I mean, you've talked about the fact that you're going to school and that when that's finished, you're going to be moving jobs. And I think it's because you're simply working too hard. And we all know that to find somebody, you don't have to necessarily go out to look for somebody, but you need to be in the circles of relaxation. You need to be around people. So I'm feeling like you need a little bit of time on your own, or you need a break just to get out there and see if you can connect with people around you and find somebody in your life. But being stuck in the hospital all the time and being stuck in your books and being stuck at university, you are so driven and so focused that you haven't got time for anything else at the moment. So it's almost like, yes, you want to find love, but you're creating the fact that you haven't got anybody in your life because you're so driven with your work.
He just replied, funny how Korea card keeps coming out for my love reading. Ha ha.
Yes, exactly. You love your career, and you know what? You must be a fantastic doctor. Um, the next card is the Five of Thoughts, which reads, the path you are on seems like the right one, but now you've run into a challenge. There's a better direction for you that will make you much happier in the end. Changes are necessary so that you can get back on track. Avoid negative people who are draining you, which obviously is your job. Oh, sorry, let me just move my chair a little bit. Apologies. I feel like there's some negative people around you that you work with. So as much as the patients are draining you, I think a lot of it is your work colleagues. So again, it's talking about change, but in your career. And I think it'll be a very positive change. And I don't think anything's going to happen in terms of love until you actually finish your training. I feel like it's going to happen, but until you move away from the position you're in now, and until you finish your studies, that's got to be your main priority now, because that will then lead you on to the career that you want to do, and then you'll have the time to move away from all the hard work that you're doing and all the hard to do that you're doing, and allow time for you. But again, find time for yourself now. We all want partners in our lives, but it's so important to look after you. So please make sure that you take a break. But the last card that's come out is the Helper of Action.
One minute, I interrupt Christine, please. Yes, ma'am, spot on. Not the patients, but my co-workers
Yeah.
actually is bothering him and draining energy.
Yeah, and that's why it's important to surround yourself with this bubble of protection, and actually stand up for yourself a little bit. It's really important to set boundaries with people, and that's the way that people understand how to treat you. So if people are treating you in a way that you're not happy with, instead of coming away feeling drained and negative, have the courage to step into your power and in a nice, kind way. I'm not enjoying the way that you're treating me, and this isn't the way that you are allowed to treat me as a person. So stop doing that. And they will respect the fact that you've even done that in the first place, whether it's in a nice, kind-hearted way or in a stern way. But we have to lay our boundaries for people. But the last card that came out for you, my love, is um, it's the blessing card. Um, I'm actually going to read this one. I don't normally read them, but it's very poignant. Helper of Action. You're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. um, so get busy, follow your instincts, and have fun. You or somebody you met is very self-assured, capable and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. I'm actually feeling that the person that you are going to have a relationship is already in your life as well. Um, And I think it's somebody that you are attracted to as well. I think you know who I'm talking about. Please clarify that. But he's already around, the person that you are going to be with. But it's not going to be a fast thing. It's going to be a slow thing. Um, I think you're going to take your time with it. But again, give us clarification. I love validation from anybody that I've given readings to. So if you can clarify that in the coming weeks, or you can clarify that now, that'd be brilliant. But the most important thing for you is to definitely take a little bit of time out for yourself.
He is laughing out loud at the moment.
Bless him.
Do you have any more questions, Terry? Thank you for all your guidance. Much appreciated.
You're
You
welcome,
are very
Terry.
welcome. We are here to help you, Terry. So if you have any more questions, please ask.
Yes. Is there anybody else that's watching the live now?
No, at the moment is only Terry watching us, and he doesn't have any more questions. So we going to our last question, which one will be our usual question. What universe wants to tell our viewers for week ahead to our next show? And while
Okay.
Christine is shuffling, I want to tell everybody our next show will be on the 7th of May. That's Saturday, 7th of May at 10 o'clock GMT time. So we are really want to see more of you on our show and with your questions ready.
You're not going to believe this. Can you remember the card that came out last week when this question was asked?
I
It was
don't.
it was Go Within. And it's exactly the same card that's come out for this week. In fact, that's made my head tingle. Um, it's time for us all to go within and to start listening to our gut instincts, to our guides, to our angels, and to start that spiritual path. Whether you're halfway through it, whether you've just started realizing that it's something you need to do, but we all need to start understanding ourselves a little bit more and start going within. In fact, it says you are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. And that is a collective reading. There was another one that came out with it for abundance. Um, it's very much about money, this card. And it's something that comes up a lot in all the other readings that I do. But a lot of people have negative relationships with money. And it's something that we all need to look at. Money is simply currency. It's just paper. It's all it is. It goes into one person's hands and into another. But I think there's so much negativity and um, fear in the world around money that we're trying to grasp hold of it as much as we can. But at the end of the day, every single human being can survive on this planet without it. It's just become the root of all evil. So people really do need to look at their relationship with money, because if you're worrying about it, you're never going to get it. Because whatever you put out into the universe, you're going to get back in. So again, collectively, everybody needs to think about how they're addressing money. Little simple things like the first of the month. Cinnamon is a herb of abundance. So every month, the first of each month, I always stand at my back door with a pile of cinnamon in my hand, and I blow it out of the house and into the house, and say a few words about whatever leaves the house will also return back into the house. And there's a wealth of things on the internet about different herbs that you can use to manifest, I guess is the right word, but also to bring positivity into your life around money. So again, collectively, I do feel like we all need to be doing that as well. But besides that, that's all that the cards are saying right now. So until next week, that's it. But again, please, everybody, if you've got any questions, please put them to us and we can answer them for you next week.
Yes, and if you cannot come on live show, please to my email address and I will ask Christine for you. And everybody who are watching us, please, if you can, please support our work. Our PayPal jar is below our video and all your tips will be shared between us. We both need to get paid bills. We both need support families. So hopefully you are able to share something with us.
Yeah.
Also,
Can I just add to that?
yes, of course.
It's really important that we ask for donations of people and that we don't give. I mean, I do in my everyday private readings because they do drain me a lot. And it's important that obviously, like we've just said, that I'm earning money from what I do. But when we do the collective ones like this, the reason why we ask for donations, again, it's very much what I've just said about putting a positive energy on money. Whatever you put out there, you put back in. So asking for a donation is all we need really to create that abundance, not just for us, but for everybody around us that's experiencing feeling that energy and also giving the money. So giving a donation is also going to impact your financial life as well, because you are doing exactly what I've just said, putting out into the universe what you want to receive. So a donation is more than just us asking for money. It's also for your benefit as well. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, and if you like my shows, please look up other my shows. I just had two beautiful ladies on this week about angels and angel Reiki and about messages from divine. So please look up other my shows and like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get all updates. And thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Do you have something else, Christine, to say?
I think it's just what the card said, the last card that came out, is to stay positive, keep away from all the fear mongering that is out in the world, be centered, live consciously, and please remember that we're here if you need anybody to talk to. All the information to contact me is available. So if you do feel like you want to contact me, then please feel free.
And another thing what came to me just now, tomorrow is new moon, which one is very, very, very strong, 100 times stronger than any other new moons. And it's happening once in God knows how many years. So that was in my previous show when Morgan was telling about this. So we need to prepare whatever tomorrow we start putting out the universe will manifest 100 times stronger than
Yeah.
everything else what we're putting out the universe. So be very careful what you wish for.
Yes.
About
Positive
money,
thought.
about work, about love. Be very careful what you're thinking. Be very careful what you wish for. And on that note, from our hearts to yours, thank you very much for watching my shows. God bless.
Thank you.